in teknik the semester. Kita masuk. Okay, the last topic which is still array. So last time we have array and then we stop for SBL, okay, which is file operation, and then we continue again with array. But this time we are going to discuss on array 2D, okay, two-dimensional array. So this is actually the same lecture note as the previous, the one that we use. So this is in the same lecture note. This one. Okay, multi-dimensional array. Basically, it is the same. The concept is similar. Okay, how it store all the data, the value inside of array elements, which is using for loops, for input, for calculation. Ya. Tak nampak?
Saya tak present.
Oh, belum Sorry Okay. Ada?
Ada saya ada.
Ada sir.
Right. Okay, multi-dimensional array, basically similar. How you input the data, how you do the calculation, okay, involving array, how do you print out the outputs involving array. If normal array using for, 2D array also have to use for loop. So it is the same. Okay, the difference is only on the dimensional. The dimensional for multi-dimensional array, it have more than one. How we say this? Okay, we can you can imagine that okay, multi-dimensional array meaning it can have more than one. So it can be 2D array, it can be 3D, it can be 4D. Okay, so imagine like this. If two-dimensional array, we have rows and columns. Okay, this is for 2D. But if it is 3D, we add one more what do you call it? Apa benda panggil paksi tu kan. If you learn about graph, there's another arrow over here if it is a 3D. If it is 4D, then it have another one arrow over here. Okay, so each of the arrow have its own elements. Okay, for example, the first element is a combination of the zero rows and 0 columns, for example. And then for this one, is the elements represented represent by the 0 row and 1 column. So this is the index. Instead of only one index, okay. For example, in 1D array, we have 0 index, 1 index, 2 index. Okay, that is representing each of the elements. But in 2D, so we have 2 index representing 1 element. Do you understand that, class? Okay. Okay, so to declare it is the same. Okay. So we have the types of the array and then the array name, but the difference is only, instead of using only one size, now we have 2 size, which is for row. Okay, row is the one that we use previously. It is the same, okay? In 1D we use only row, but for 2D we add column. Okay, so this is representing this one. Okay, for example, if you want to use 2D array name number, uh, it have 5 row size. Okay, so this is the size for the row. This one, the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we declare 5, meaning that we declare 5 row. Okay, and then we have 4 column. Okay, so this is a column. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is what I mean. So for the first elements, for example, we store 23 over here. So instead of just represented by one single index number, now this value over here, if you want to refer to this specific elements, so we must refer to number 00. Previously it is only number 0, right? But if we apply to the array, so this is can be accessed by referring to elements number 00. Okay, this one, number 00, the combination of row and column. Okay, same goes to this and so on. Okay, this is 0, 1. Okay, number 0, 1. Okay, so after this we're going to look at how we want to allocate all the values to this specific elements. Okay, so this is a declaration. Declaration. Okay, same. So it have row and columns. Okay, it can be fixed value, it can be dynamic. Dynamic meaning that a user can enter this value. Okay. All right. This is okay. Another example how we represent the 2D array in the form of this one, figures. Okay. So far, any question, class? So this is just uh, just a theoretical how 2D arrays works. Okay, and then we have array of string. So this is also 2D. Okay, char. So this one we already use. However, string 2D and in numeric 2D array is different. Different. How you want to apply also different, but the concept is similar. The concept is if this is 5, this is 9, meaning that this is 5 for row, 9 for column. This is 5 row and then 9 column. This is for char. This is we already use this. For char 2D we already use. For example, if our system want to store more than one name, so in this case we want to store 5 name. So each name can have up to 9 characters. So this is 2D. This is 2D. So we already done this. But the process is different between 2D char and 2D numeric. Different. Okay. 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 Let's go through coding. Okay. Compile time, runtime. Okay, this is initialization. So if you still remember, last time we already discussed this. Compile time is initialization. Okay, we put an initial value to the array during compile time, meaning that you as a programmer put the fixed value to your array. For example, this okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 row. So this is the first row, this is the second row, third row, fourth row, and fifth row. Okay, and then it have 2 column. Okay, 2 column. So each row have 2 column, 2 column. So this is how you put initial value to the array during the declaration. This number, for example, 5. And then if you want to put initial value of the number, Okay, for example, 10, 300, 4, 5 kan. It is like this, right? So this is 1D, eh? So this is 2D. So let's say if this have 3 kan. So how do we put the value, class? This is 5, this is 3. Any idea?
Tiga
Any
number
idea?
dalam
If
satu
this is
packet.
5, this is 3. If you want to put value. Okay. So we add one more over here, eh? 1. For example, so this is representing the column, eh? Column, eh? Okay, and so on, right? Okay, so each of these, okay, let me go back. So the elements are represented by the index 0, 0. This one 0. This one 0 what, class? This is 0, 0. This is 0.
0, 1.
0, 1, correct. This one
0, 0.
are you sure?
1 0.
1, 1. This is 0. Row, eh? Remember, eh? This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Row, eh? Row. This is 4. So this is 0, 0. This is 1, 0. This is 2, 0. 2, 0. Okay. If you get confused, let's say when developing your program, you get confused and how to put the value to this all the elements inside of this array again. So you can always draw something like this and so that you can see clearly. Okay, for example, 12 ni, okay, 12. Okay, 12 over here. So belongs to which element? Okay, so it belongs to 1, 0. 1, 0, eh? So if you want to access 12, so how we call how we want to call this value? By referring to number 10. Number 10. Okay? Okay? Okay, so that's the idea. Compile time, so compile time is during declaration we put the value. So this we already look at this, so this is how we put a value to the array string, if you have more than one name, so this is how you do it. Okay, so this is done now. Okay, this is done how it look like inside of the memory. Done. Okay, the one that is need your attention is during the runtime initialization, meaning that when the program run and then we get the input, we get the value for each of the elements of 2D array. So how we want to do it? Okay, first we must apply a nested loop. So this is also need to you need to refresh back what is nested loop. Nested loop meaning that inside of one loop there's another loop. This is actually have the body, and supposedly there's a body over here so that you can clearly see. So this is the body of this 4 over here, and then inside of it we have another 4. Okay, so what does this loop represent? Okay, the first loop representing the row. So how you want to set up the counter? Same, so I equal to 0, meaning that 0 is the first index, and then I less than the size of the row. Okay, so if the row is 5, then we put the size 5 lah. If the size using variable, for example, row kan. So this one we put less than row. Something like that. Okay. Then this is the same. Okay. So next, inside of the loop, okay, the nested loop, the second loop, we cannot use the same counter. If you use I over here, you cannot use I. Otherwise, it's going to be conflict. Okay, so use other than I. If you use I, you may use J over here. So this is to control the column. The column. This is to control the columns. This is to control the row. This is to control the column. Okay, again, column also start with 0 kan. So and then it is less than 2. So if this is 2, so this is less than 2 lah. So this is everybody know kan. This should be less than the size kan. If the size is 2, it should less than 2. Okay, so it is excluded 2 0, 1 only. Okay, 2 elements, 0, 1. Understand guys? Understand? This 4 how to set up the 4 So this is 4 for row, okay, the front, okay, for example this is 5, this must be 5, okay, and then this is for this column, okay. Just follow so this is a template actually. You can apply this in any situation involving 2D array. Okay, so then this is the elements that you want to access. Okay, for example, you want to access each elements of array number. So what you need to do is you use bracket. Okay, normal kan, you use bracket, but this time we use double bracket because it is 2D kan. So what we need to put inside of the bracket? First is the counter for row, which is I. I kan ni kan, this one is controlling the row. Okay, next is the counter for the J. The counter for the column, which is J. Okay, I, J. Just follow. Okay, this is the value that we want to put lah. Any value lah. Okay, this is just example kan, I plus J. So it can be any value. Okay, understand class? So how does this work, class? How do you read this? How do you read this looping? If we have something like this, how do you read it? How to read? Can somebody read this for me? The flow. The flow of this. Okay, for example, okay, we run this program. Okay, first time run. Okay, do initialization. Do declaration. Okay, and then reach the first 4. Okay, so first 4 I equal to 0. Okay, I equal to 0. Okay, so 0 is less than 5. So true 0 less than 5. Okay, true, it will enter the loop body. Okay, and then it will reach the second loop. Okay, so I equal to 0 kan. Okay, and then J equal to 0. Okay, J less than 2. 0 is less than 2. Okay, true kan? True. Okay, so true meaning what? It enter the loop body and then it will call the array number what? Array number what? Array number mana contain ni? Array number wait. Insert. No. Okay. Okay, so we have I and then we have J. I and J, okay. Betul tak table ni? Nampak sikit tak apa lah. Okay. Okay. Mana cursor ni? Okay. So first tadi I 0 kan? So when it reach this one, now J is 0 J is 0. Okay. And then it will access number what? Number?
0.
Kan? Number 0 and give the value to this elements. Okay, next. Okay, next cycle, where will the compiler go, class? Is it exit this 4 or exit this 4, go to here, or still working in J4?
J4.
J4 kan? We are not finished yet with the J4, right? So after reaching the end of the number ij ni, so what we do is we J++ kan? So J++ is 1 kan? So 1 goes back up here kan? It's still in this loop because the condition is still true kan? But now with I0, I still 0, right? Okay, I still 0, but J we already add by 1. Okay, so J1 less than 2. So still true. So it will go to number what?
0, 1.
Number 0, 1. Okay. So okay, reaching the end of number ij, it will J++ again. So now J is 2, correct? Okay, so go back in the J loop. 2 less than 2, true or false?
False.
False, it will not enter the loop kan? So it will not execute this. So it will not enter the loop, it will exit this loop. And what it will do, class? After it exiting this loop, what it will do? Okay. So this is that's why loop body is very important Let's say this is the body this is the body and this is the body for I. So when it is false then it will exit the loop J and it will do I++ kan? Yeah, kan? Correct. So I++ will be here at the bottom of I body. This is I body. Before we goes up again, we must do I++. So now I is equal to what?
1.
I now is equal to 1. Okay. Okay, so now I is 1. Okay, 1 is less than 5. Is it correct? True, right?
Yes.
So true. True. So it will enter the body and it reach again the second loop. Okay, the J loop. So what it will do over here, class? It will reset the value of J kan? Instead of 1. Okay, so previously the value of J is 1. Now, okay, in the second loop of I, it reach again over here. Now it resetting the value of J to 0. 0. So 0 is less than 2, correct? Enter the body. So what it will do over here? It will access the value of number
1, 0.
what class? Number 1, 0. Okay. Alah, tak cantik pula. Okay, 1, 0. Jadi macam ni Apa tadi? 10 kan? 10 kan? Kan 0 kan? Okay, 0. Okay, 10. So reaching the end of the body, we'll do J plus plus. Okay, J plus plus 0 plus 1. So J equal to
1.
1 lah. Okay, so I remain as 1. I remain as 1. Okay, J plus plus. Okay, J equal to 1. Okay, so goes back again. 1 less than 2. Correct. So it will access number 1, 1. Okay, so this flow is very important for you to understand concept of 2D. So again, we repeat again lah, until it finish accessing all the elements of array number with the size row size 5, column size 2. Understand class?
Yes.
Yes.
So if the array 2D array with the size of row 5 and column 2, how many elements altogether for this array class? How many elements
10.
altogether? Correct. Okay, so 5 times 2. So maximum you may store value is up to 10 value. Okay. Why we need to use 2D array instead of 1D array kan? Just declare number 10 lah, okay lah kan? Settle. That's the reason for that kan. It is a case based. Later on we are going to see some of the cases that require us to use 2D array. Okay. Next is okay. Let's see how to use it. Okay. Let's see how to use 2D array. Okay. So we have this, for example. Dah buat dah. Okay. Okay, so I prepared for us already. So this is for the row, this is for the column, and then we have this. Okay. So let's say the question asks you to, okay, what is the value in number 20? What is the value in number 20? Anybody? What's the value for elements 20?
67.
Okay, 67 kan? Okay, boleh tak congak kan sikit kan? But in a program kan, so how do we want to access elements number 20? If you want to see the value inside 20, how do we do it, class? 20. If you want, I want to print lah kan? Okay, print F, then
20.
number percent D. Apa tadi?
20
Apa 20? What 20?
Number.
Number.
Number lah kan. Number 20. Okay, this is how you want to access this location over here. Okay, so now when we run the program, okay, we will get the value 67. 20. Okay, that one is if it is specific and specific for specific element. What if you want to print everything, all the elements? Okay, all the elements. How you want to print all the elements?
Loop.
Loop lah. Okay, what loop?
4.
Nested or non-nested? 1 4 or 2 4?
Nested 2. So one
Okay.
4 dan dalam tu ada satu lagi.
Okay, correct. So the same like the 1D array. If you want to print 1D array, we need to use 4. Okay, 1 4. Okay, so same goes to 2D array. If you want to print 2D array, we need to use 4. But nested 4 because it have two row and columns. Okay, so the first 4 is for row. Okay. So you can, as I said earlier, so this is a template. You can apply it in any cases involving 2D array. So first, just put the I I representing the row row start with 0 start with 0 index and row ended before what value? What should I put over here?
5.
5, correct. Okay. Then I plus plus. Okay, don't forget the body. Okay, so this comes to the second. Okay, what should I put over here?
T.
J equal to 0. J less than
2.
2. J plus plus. Okay. Then
Print F.
Print.
print F. Okay, let's say you want to make it nice so a number %d equal to %d. So what is the first variable?
I,
For the first %d, I, comma,
J.
J,
j, comma,
number, index IG.
okay, correct. I, j. Okay. So good lah. If you know this, then pass already Array 2D simple only This is just a simple concept. Okay. So we have all the value. Okay. Why we got 0 0 over here? Number 4 0 0, number 4 1 0. Why is it?
No value.
No value this is only up to the fourth row So row number 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 row. Okay, 5 row. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 row only. Four row only So the last row doesn't have any value. That's why get 0 over here Okay, let's see if you want to if you want to okay, differentiate all the row let's say I want to put how if in the output, if let's say I want to put over here I want to put row 1 and then we print 0 0 0 1 and then over here row 2 row 1 boleh lah, row 0 lah, row 0 number 0 1 number 0 1 and then row 1 number 1 0 number 1 1 and then we print row 2 number 2 0, number 2 1. So how I want to put that statement, the printf for row tu? Where should I put it, class? Do you understand what I mean?
Letak statement print F untuk row tu dalam first four tu saya.
Which line? Ni line ni. Which line? Line number?
12.
Line number 12 ni Okay, very good. So we put it over here. Okay. Printf. Row 0 row dah kan? Okay, this is what you get. Okay. Okay, you print this and then this will repeat kan. Print one time, this one repeat. Okay, exit. Print one time, repeat, exit. Print one time, repeat, exit. Okay, class. Okay, what if I want to what if buat latihan sikit exercise simple exercise So let me open up the page alah kena login pula ni, lupa pula login macam mana ni ke ni? Okay. Sekejap Okay, let me copy this. Okay, what we want to do is instead of getting the value during compile time so now you want to getting the value from the user. Okay, getting the value from the user. So how you want to do that? So no initial value Okay, getting the value from the user. Okay, let me delete this. Any idea how to do that? Okay, so I'm asking somebody to do this. Okay. Okay, let have Amal Faris boleh? Amal Faris. Amal Faris. Hello. Can you hear me, class?
Dengar saya.
Oh, ni Amal Faris yang tak ada ni gimana ni? Ami Daniel. Ami Daniel.
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
Okay, Ami Daniel, share your screen, Ami. Masuk dalam repeat tu and then share your screen
Wait sir.
Sir, dia lag sir. Ambil lag.
Tak ada Ami Amira lah Amira. Amira Syamimi. Amira Syamimi
Yes sir.
Share screen Amira.
Sir tengah present.
Oh, sorry. Amira, that one for for output kan, output no need to change. Add new statement for input. That one for output kan.
Sekejap.
Output biar je.
Ni untuk yang user masuk.
Apa dia?
Input. Sekejap. Macam ni ke sir?
For use for don't forget to use for for okay. Dia same like 1D array for input and output you can combine together the looping so you need to create a new loop specifically for input.
Macam.
Okay, good.
Okay. Itu number ke sir?
I enter number 00 boleh? Follow je yang bawah, sama je. Enter number 00, enter number 01.
Ini sir.
Tak boleh, if you put 0, it will always be 0 kan?
Oh,
If you put 0, it will always be 0 kan? Percent D lah. So it will change kan? You follow the variable value. Okay, okay, good. Okay, so first percent D for untuk apa? First percent D is for okay. Comma.
I plus.
Berapa nak plus? No need to plus because you want to access the original value of I. Kan? Nanti I tu, I will appear inside of number first bracket. Number 0 dia akan keluar kan kat situ. So the second percent D is for what? Second percent D ada dua kan, there's 2% D kan. The first percent D is I, the second percent D
J.
J. Okay, correct. Okay, but look at your program, Amirah. So where do you get the value of J? I will have I kan, I equal to 0, I less than 5. J? Where's J?
Oh,
What are you missing over there?
okay. Okay.
Okay.
So kena buat lagi satu.
Yeah, nested loop. Because this is 2D array.
Yes, sir.
Why you put scanf over there? The reason?
Oh, ni nak macam so kena buat dekat
Yeah.
bawah ni ke?
Okay. Only no, it should be inside the second loop inside. Okay. If you put inside, then you have both value, the column, the row and the column value. Okay. If you put it outside, you just have row value only.
Okay.
You want both row and column value. Okay.
Okay.
Ni Amira.
Ah,
You want to scan F what value? I value, are you sure? I value already there kan? J value already there. You want to scan F for what value? Our purpose to do this looping is to scan F.
for
Scan F what value?
number.
Number. Okay. Okay, number. Number lah. Straight to the point lah. Number. Okay. Number what? Number. Okay. What should we put inside of the bracket?
Number.
Row represented by
IG.
Correct. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, remove the printf enter number, the first one tu. Tu no need. That one. And then printf enter number. Where's I? We have 2% D kan, number percent D. That one only J kan. I. Printf line number 14. 14. Tu J, I mana I J. I J.
Atas ni. Macam ni.
Situ.
Okay.
Ya. Yalah percent D, 2% D. 2% D ada dua lah I J. Okay. Cuba. Run. Okay, enter lah any number. Habis lah. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Everyone else, you understand? Okay, thank you, Amira.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, simple kan? Very easy Okay, let's say if you want to do, okay, over here at the end of the program, I want to print F sum of all the numbers equal to %D. Sum lah Then we have sum over here. Okay. So how I want to calculate the sum of all the numbers elements? How to do the summation? Where to put the sum equation? Okay. Ready Understand the question Understand what to do Abdul Rahman. Are you here, Abdul Rahman? Okay, can you share your screen? Okay, share your screen. Okay. You couldn't see your screen, Abdul Rahman. All right. Okay, then. Okay, so our friend put it over here. Okay. Okay, sum 55. Okay, correct. Correct. In this case, it is okay, correct. Because we didn't use the value of sum in this before we print all the value but normally, okay, we combine the calculation with the input. Okay, so then you put it normally we put this value along with the input loop. This is the looping for input, we put it over here. But okay in this case it is okay but sometimes the calculation will affect the output so that's why we didn't put it we didn't combine calculation loop with the output loops. Okay, but in this case it is correct. Correct okay that's it class. So that's all for the 2D very simple the one that you need to know is all the process involving array must be done inside of the loop. Okay, if it is 1D loop, okay, we have only 1 for. Okay, if it is 2D loop, the first loop is for row, the second loop is for the column. Okay, so this is the size of the row, this is the size of the column. Okay, any question? No question? Okay, if no question, then okay. So I have one question over here, which is from past year question, past year final question, 2019 question. Okay, as you can see over here, okay, these are the output, okay, the input and output that you need to come out. This is a input, output, okay, and then input, output, output. So this is what you need to come out. So you need to use, you need to apply to the array over here. Okay, have a look at this question. So we have, do you have anything to do tonight, class? Do you have any task over there? Ada task ke?
Tak ada.
Oh, tak ada boleh lah buat Kalau ada task, we do it tomorrow kan. So since you don't have any test, then you may do it tonight and submit before class tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the answer. Is it okay?
InsyaAllah. Okay, sir, insyaAllah.
Okay, let me share you the attendance. So this is attendance for today. Inilah. Okay, so before you go, fill in the attendance first and then you may leave. Okay. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum sir. Sir, saya nak tanya
Ya.
pasal projek tu. Macam mana nak return dua array dalam satu function?
Okay, return array you can, okay, return doesn't matter what you use kan. You use array ke in normal variable, you can only return one value.
Oh.
Sir,
Okay.
kalau macam
So
tu
you
dalam
either you return array or not. That's all kan. You can return array, no problem. Okay, but if you want to return more than one array, I mean, let's say we have array number and then we have array name kan, for example kan. So you want to return this two, so you cannot return kan. You can only return one only, either number or name, for example. So how you want to do it? So this is back to our last week discussion. So during the discussion, I give you a way to do it, which is by using parameter. So you pass the empty parameter. Okay. When you are passing a parameter, actually parameter of array, sorry. When you passing array as a parameter, so actually you are passing the address of the array. So when we talk about address, if you change value inside of a function which use the same address, so automatically it will also affect the value inside of main. So you need, you don't have to return anything. You understand? So just pass the array, empty array to the function. You understand?
Okay.
Faham tak?
no sir.
Okay. Macam tak faham je. Never mind. Tomorrow we can discuss this. Okay? I will show you some example.
Okay sir.
But actually we already discussed it. In the question apa? Last question tu. Last question tu saya dah tunjuk dah. Tak apalah, tomorrow kita buat soalan ni, kita try apply function pada jawapan dia Besok boleh So buat dulu jawapan dia, besok kita convert pada function.
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Alright. Okay, dah sign attendance, dah isi form attendance boleh ni lah. You may dismiss
Nak tanya, for the project, kita kena buat video presentation tu on slide ke? Ataupun just slide je ke? Ataupun nak buat video saja without the slides?
Video presentation kena ada lah. Slide pun kena lah kan.
Okay.
Slide tu just simple slide je. You copy the most important part of your project, letak sikit lah dalam slide tu. Okay, thank you.
Thank you sir.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Terima kasih.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, video berapa lama ya sir? Ada maksimum ke? Minit dia berapa?
Tak ada dalam soalan saya tak perincikan
Tak ada. Tak ada.
Video macam problem solving tu berapa minit lah? Kejap je kan?
5 minit kot. 5 minit
5 minit Lamanya 5 minit. Boleh lah 5 minit.
5 ke 3?
Jangan buat lama-lama. 5 minit boleh lah, 5 minit. Maksimum
Nak explain background lagi, coding lagi, ucap lagi. Kalau terlebih sikit tak apa ya sir?
Boleh.
Baik. Terima kasih sir.
Alright.
Sir.
Ya?
Sir. Sir, saya nak tanya yang file processing tu kan sir. Kalau kita orang dah ada kod. Lepas tu nak masukkan dia dalam file txt tu kena pilih part ke macam part yang output ke part.
Tak kisah.
Lepas tu
Untuk
kalau
projek
untuk projek.
Tak kisah. Janji ikut rubrik. Rubrik tak ada cakap pun kan. Kena print spesifik apa kan. Janji ada file operation je kan. Betul?
Lepas tu kalau saya pilih display output lah contoh kan. Macam mana nak ambil, kan user dah scan F kat atas. Lepas tu macam mana nak ambil yang value tu.
Tak faham sangat. User dah scan F. Okay, dia input ni, dia boleh combine dia boleh combine. Ada input yang awak ambil daripada file. Okay, ada input yang awak ambil daripada user. Kan? So boleh differentiate lah, maksudnya mana input yang nak ambil daripada file. Contohnya kalau ada decision ke apa kan, decision tu mungkin ambil daripada file dia punya decision. Contoh kan, tapi dia punya input ambil daripada user. Pandai-pandai lah kan.
Jadi bila kita orang run, bila kita run tu file tu dia save macam mana maksudnya?
Macam mana? File jangan combine file input dengan file output. Dua beza lah. Satu file untuk input, satu file untuk output kan? Ke you combine satu file je? Open dua file lah. Satu file untuk input, satu file untuk output.
Okay.
Tapi dekat rubrik ada spesifik apa Saya lupa lah rubrik lama tak
ada.
Rubrik ada Rubik suruh buat apa?
file
File operation apa?
Implement read and write. And
Read and write kena ni lah. Maksudnya kena ada input dan juga output lah. Read daripada input file, kan? Write kepada output file. So normally kita tak combine file ni input dengan output. Kalau tak nanti dia replace lah value tu kan. Tak boleh lah.
Decision kan masuk dalam file. Decision.
Decision boleh masuk dalam, maksudnya ambil value untuk decision tu ambil daripada file kan.
macam nak buat.
Kurang lah macam mana nak buat. Contohnya ada, katalah ada 10 input kan. Tak kisahlah input apa pun kan. So mungkin 2 daripada file, 8 daripada user ke. Atau 8 daripada file, 2 daripada user. Contoh. Terpulang lah.
Boleh ya sir. Sebab
Macam mana nak buat tu?
Boleh.
semua macam string je. Diorang print string je. So macam macam pening.
Print screen.
String. Macam ayat je diorang print. Lepas tu save. Macam yang basic je lah.
Tak apalah, buat je lah macam mana, nanti kita tengok lah. Itu file ni tak susah pun. Array lagi lah senang kalau ada array kan. Kalau kamu nak printkan dekat file guna array pun boleh. Apalah, sebab dia tak suruh pun print banyak-banyak kan. Dia suruh janji boleh read, boleh write kan. Itu yang kamu buat lah. Tak kisah, saya tak kisah nak buat kompleks ke, nak buat simple ke, as long as ada benda tu
Okay, so kira hantar dua
Print
file.
screen ke, nak print number ke, up to you lah.
Okay. Hantar dua file lah sir maksudnya.
Maksudnya ada
Satu
file
file
input dan
coding.
file output. Ya?
Okay
Bukan,
sir.
ni file txt. Bukan file coding. File coding satu. So adalah satu file input txt, satu file output txt kan? Betul? Okay?
Okay sir, kami cuba.
Okay.
Okay, terima kasih
Thank you sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.